we back at it. Another homegrown episode. Chuck Dizzle DJ HED.
Live from the Fab Factory. Fab Factory Studios, North Hollywood, California. Shout out to y'all for providing the space and the opportunity.
So you've been, it's been some time. I want to do a check-in, you know what I'm saying? Want to do a check-in with the homie, see how you feeling. Last episode we talked about you being unemployed.
Yeah.
I want to know, how you feeling. What's
it was
been going
good.
on now? Now the dust is settled.
You know what was a good moment for me though?
What's that?
It was a good moment for me was when we all went bowling.
Right.
And shout out to my old boss.
I was about to say.
But my old boss, Doc Winter. Well, actually, to be fair, I was invited to go bowling with you all because y'all have good ratings. I'm no longer employed at the radio station.
So you can't partake in that.
Yeah.
Well, technically, around that
ever
time,
since I left, y'all had good ratings.
No, that's not true. That's not true. We were celebrating the good ratings, and then, you happen to be gone after the fact. So you can partake in the celebrations.
Okay,
as well.
So I pulled up to partake in the celebrations, and I got some reparations. You know what I'm saying? We started betting on the bowling and whatnot. And shout out to our, Doc Winter. We decided to bet on some bowling, and I whooped that ass. You know what I'm saying?
Now to be
made
fair,
a couple $100.
To be fair, so that's why I want to do a check-in. Is it like, okay, yeah, ish is getting real now, so I gotta figure out different means of income. Mm-hmm. So let me just try to figure out any way I can actually try to provide.
Yeah, I'm taking donations.
Because not only did you get Doc, you got Dre.
I got Dre Sinatra.
Shout out to Dre Sinatra. Mm-hmm. You got shout out to DJ BAD.
Oh, I got BAD wouldn't engage with me. You know what I'm saying?
You got him one time though.
He didn't bet.
I could have sworn you got him one time.
Nah, he didn't bet.
Oh, okay.
Shout out to BAD though.
But you was running it up, so I mean that's
a couple hundred to the face. I lost like $20, $30, something like that. But I'm taking it how I can get it. So make sure you hit up my Twitch stream. I'm taking donations via PayPal, and that's what we doing.
But honestly, I wanted to do the check-in just to see how you've been feeling ever since the dust has settled. Opportunities are obviously coming, right? Things are happening.
Oh, business is booming,
which is good.
Yeah.
This guy right here.
I was gonna say something crazy right now. I was gonna say something, but God don't.
Did you partake in obviously Mega Millions? We'll talk about that in a second. Did you get any lottery tickets?
Nobody won. As I was recording this.
No, somebody won.
Somebody won?
Somebody. That's what I want to talk about. Did you get any lottery tickets?
Hell no.
So somebody won.
It was 1.2?
$1.2 billion, right? So obviously with taxes, I think they're gonna get like $475. This is it. Always
$475.
$475. Yeah.
That's not true.
Yeah, and for the folks that are hearing the audio, that's my son talking in the background. Of course, when we start recording, he wants to talk.
So yeah, he gonna be here.
He's gonna be here.
You know what I'm saying?
What's happening, right? But $475, and we'll talk about the fact if that's fair or not. That's a whole different thing. My thing is this: we talked about this before, on and off the radio, right? $475 million. Is that?
That's not how you say that. But.
$475 million. You know what I'm trying to say?
$475 million.
$475 million. Is that enough? Is that enough? Is that like we say fuck you money?
Hell yeah.
That's enough.
I mean, that's not enough for me.
What's your?
I need $1 billion.
$1 billion.
I need $1 billion because I feel like.
Explain to the people what FU money is.
FU money is like Dave Chappelle contract ish. Kind of, sort of like 50 million, 60 million.
But when you get that amount, what is it for?
Oh, basically, so you just be like, fuck you to whoever you want to say that to. And
no consequences.
No, like you don't have to worry about making more money from dealing with other humans.
Gotcha.
You can just make money because you have money. I mean, you can do that with a lot less money, but I want to do stuff like I'm gonna tell you the truth. I low-key think that I low-key think that one of the only reasons I never hit the lotto is because I would do stupid shit with the money.
That's what I want to get into.
So I would do, because I always had this fantasy of getting on the freeway, right? And just opening the back doors to a armored truck and just driving down the freeway and just throwing hella money out the back.
I mean, so the intentions are good.
And but it would cause pandemonium.
Of course.
I mean, I don't want to cause car accidents, but I mean, in bumper-to-bumper traffic, I want to just gridlock the 101 for like 4 hours.
You would do it on the 101 of all places?
Maybe like the 10. Oh, no, the 405.
Yeah, I'm about to say.
By the Getty Center. Do the 405 by the Getty Center, it'd be stupid.
You wouldn't do it on the 110?
Actually, not
I
by
just
the
feel like
Getty
people
Center.
on
No.
the 110
Yeah.
more.
I would
So
do the
you
710, something like that.
Yeah, you
where
about to
they
say
need
you
the
going-
money.
Let's say you going to places that they already got money over there. But even in that, I still feel like that's more of a you helping somebody out.
No, I would
right?
do that, yeah. And then also, I would do something else stupid. I like this is I don't know if it's it's not a fetish, but it's like a thing that I like to do, right? Where I like to go to restaurants and pay people to do weird stuff with the food. So like wasabi shooters. You ever seen the wasabi shooters? So like they take straight up raw wasabi and they gotta snort it.
But see, when you do,
and it'll just burn their brain out.
so but you would do that
But
for the content.
I need the content.
Yeah, but say you would have to you wouldn't just have them take it to the face without doing some kind of
I need the
footage.
content. I always wanted to do stuff like that, but also like I remember one time I was at I think I was at the Crab Shack and I stuffed so I had leftovers. You got like just food residue on your plate.
Okay.
So I took one of the king crab shell legs and I stuffed it with all just leftover stuff I had on the table, right? And I was like, how much for you to bite it?
Who would?
One of the waiters did.
You're lying.
It was $100.
So, for one, I notice everything revolves around food. I don't know why that happens to be for you, but it would still involve like shelling money away.
Yeah,
right?
I would just
So that's your stupid thing. But also, it's like when I say "fu money," I mean like not cancelable.
Oh, so yeah, I mean
you can live for good. Like don't have to worry about another job.
I think right now my FU money in realistic term, not even hitting a lotto, but realistic term, my FU money would probably be about 20 million, which is not even a lot of money. In retrospect, when you look at the 400 million or 500 million people win from the lotto, but if I had a 20 million, whichever one come first, 20 million cash, liquid, like I'm liquid 20 million, or 70 years old. Whichever one come first, that's when people gonna really know what I think about everything. I'm letting everything fly.
So you're saying
I'm not holding back no words.
Once you get to the old
I'm
man
using
status.
every word that we was taught. Every single one of them. But I just, why not?
I don't think there's nothing I have to worry about what I would do, but my FU money is $3 billion.
That's not, you never gonna have 3 billion.
I didn't say that. I'm saying $3 billion.
Was I a hater?
Yeah. $3 billion is like you never have to worry about anything ever again.
You don't have to worry on them with 1 billion.
Hey man, you might do some crazy things with $1 billion. Because you got to think of family. You got to think of. I mean, I don't know. I think of like, what if I just fuck that off?
You can fuck off $1 billion?
I don't know. I never.
I wouldn't even let you do that. Like I couldn't even allow that to happen in my presence.
See, my ration is.
Okay, if you want $1 billion, how much would you let me have?
How much would I let you have?
You want $1 billion right now. How much do I get?
Man, I'll let you have you can have a couple mil.
A couple million?
Give you a couple mil.
Like 2 million.
A couple, yeah, I give you 2. Let you
A couple is 2, nigga.
I'll let you hold 2. I'll let you hold 2.
Hold 2.
I'll hold 2.
I gotta pay you back?
Nah, you ain't gotta pay. That's what I'm saying. The amount that I have, it's literally so I don't have to worry about anything. There's no coming back.
So you win $1 billion.
Yes.
Cash.
Yes.
I get $2 million.
Yeah.
Nigga.
What?
What you mean?
You just said that you don't need a lot, so you good. You don't need much. That $2 million holds you.
You need me
straight.
$2 million?
I'm gonna let you hold.
How
that.
much do PB get?
Hey, how much these cameras? PB, how much you want? How much you want? 1 mil?
Yeah. Nigga, I only get 2. What you mean?
I know him for 15
You just got here. Nigga, what the fuck you talking about, nigga?
1? Hey, that's a strong ass. Hey man, just let me hold 1.
Bro,
Wow.
you are the worst.
What you mean I'm the worst?
You would give me $2 million out of your $1 billion, nigga?
Hey, I got a family to feed.
I don't give a fuck about that.
I got a family to feed.
Damn.
Is that bad? How's that bad?
What you
Is that bad? That's not bad.
If you had $1 billion, you know how much $1
Bro,
billion?
listen, you can make a lot of shit work out with 2,000. You can figure some shit. I know the thing is, I know if I give you 2, I know you can double back and turn that into something.
And I can't get 1 out of
Now,
that.
I know you can 2 million. I know you can do a lot with 2 million.
That's crazy.
How is that crazy?
I'm just bewildered right now. I'm befuddled.
Why?
At the fact that because
If you get 2 billion,
no, 1 billion.
1 billion, how much am I getting?
I would give
before the answer.
Ain't no before the answer.
Before you heard me say how much I would give you.
Now I feel a way. Now I feel some kind of way. I'm not fucking with you.
How much would I get?
I'm not fucking with you.
So I ain't getting nothing?
Hell no.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
I'll buy your son a burger.
Wow. Wow.
That's what you get out of me.
That's crazy.
I get a that's crazy.
So you would
PB, that's not crazy.
You would throw some money out the window. You would make.
I'll do it on your street.
That's crazy.
That's the kind of nigga I am. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I get 2 million.
Okay.
I get that.
I thought that was generous. That's crazy.
You thought 2 million was generous?
2 million is generous. What are you talking about?
Nigga, you got a bill. Does your brain count that high?
I get it. It's a lot. It's a lot. I just thought 2 billion.
That's crazy.
It's a lot.
Anyway, now that I know the limitations of this friendship, shout out to the Brown Bag Podcast.
Much love, man.
I went and sat down and checked out. They did a whole live show. Sold out the El Rey Theater.
Big.
Here in LA. A lot of Mexican people. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's necessary because I've never seen like an all Mexican podcast following before. Not all Mexican, but all Latino. Like, you know, it's a brown thing, but I never seen that many people congregate in support of an all Latin podcast before. Of course, I don't even know if any all Latin podcasts like that. I'm not tapped in like that, but I thought it was dope to see that community come out and support.
Really show up.
And Duno got emotional on stage.
He started crying?
Yeah, he was talking to his moms and shit. And he was, because, you know, Duno's been the fuck up, so he was talking to his moms. And I thought that was dope. Another dope moment was, this is why I'm bringing this up. They did the tortilla slap, right?
On stage?
On stage. They did a tortilla thing, the rock, paper, scissors. And, man, when I tell you Rosecrans Vic slapped the shit out of Duno with a tortilla, when they did it with tequila in their mouth. Oh, damn. So instead of water, they had tequila in their mouth. And Rosecrans Vic slapped the entire life out of Duno, right?
I want to know in that moment as homies, like, do you have a real
No, they dapped it up right after. I just want to let you know, I ain't that nigga.
I was just about to say,
I'm not
it's rice fun, but once that's that's a whole different kind of slap.
I'm not that good a person, you know what I'm saying? I'm not there yet in my Christian journey.
It's different when there's an audience involved too. Because I'm sure everybody's like,
hundreds of people there, and when I got the video, we'll put it up, but he slapped the shit out of him, and it was just tequila, just.
Oh man.
You know,
bigger man.
So I just like processing that, and I remember Sparkle. Shout out to our GM Sparkle. She wanted us to do. Oh no, was it Sparkle or was it Sade? Oh, it was your wife.
That's two different women. Okay.
Your wife wanted us to do the tortilla shit. She jumped in the group chat.
Oh yeah.
She jumped in the group chat.
Sorry.
And she was like, "Yeah, you guys should do the tortilla shit."
Quick. I didn't respond. I'm like,
I'm not. This brings me to my point. I'm not good enough person to fight my homies and still be cool.
I've heard you say that before.
I'm just not that person. I'm just not good of I'm not there yet in my journey.
Is it because of a pride thing? Like, let's just say we get into it and you whoop my ass.
I don't care.
So
if you fought back, we not cool.
What? So you can still owe me?
Yeah.
Oh hell
no. No, what I'm saying is, okay, so look, think about it like this. If you intend to cause me physical harm, I can no longer tolerate you. So like I've never fought my homies growing up.
It's never been a thing.
It's never been a thing for me. I'm not with that. I don't like everybody be like right or wrong and all that the street shit. I'm not with none of that. That's why I didn't join the game. Right. Cause wait, what are the requirements?
We got a what?
You got to do what to me to get on the set? I'm cool, my nigga. I'm good. I'm gonna go over here and do.
I'm gonna go skateboard. I'm gonna get on this. I'm gonna do this radio.
You want to get put on the set? I don't want to get put on nothing. You know what I'm saying? I'm not that nigga. We can't be cool after you try to intentionally harm me.
But some people, that's a thing. Like, okay, we squashed our situations or our issues. You're just saying for you, that's not the type of.
No, have you ever fought one of your homies growing up?
I wouldn't do that either. I wouldn't. I agree. That's what I'm saying. I agree with you. I couldn't get down like that. I don't know. It's just never been a thing because, especially if you get your ass whooped, it's like you just can't look at somebody the same way.
Yeah, but that's just ego.
Exactly. No, I'm not saying it's not.
I can get over ego. I can't get over a busted lip. Like you.
Yes, you can. What you talking about?
No, you bust my lip, bro. Like we not cool.
That's
like,
ego.
Because when you bust your lip, guess what happens? You got a laceration, right? Then I can't drink orange juice. I can't put lemon.
That's temporary. What are you talking about?
I can't put lemon on my
temporary.
salmon, nigga. No.
And it's going back to food. That's temporary. 2 weeks. You good. Your lip is gonna heal.
My shit don't
so
heal that
after
fast,
that, after your
I'm
lip
not
heals,
Wolverine.
After you can eat again and drink and lemon pepper and all that other shit, you good. So you have the ego
Can you
too.
imagine having a busted lip and eating a lemon pepper wing?
I don't want to imagine that.
That
What I'm saying is that it's still ego driven.
Wow.
So either way, you said you can't get down with the homies. And seeing that it's just something you realize like, okay, it's not gonna happen.
It's not happening for me. No. No, I'm cool on that.
You playing it back in your head, I can already see it.
Yeah, because I fought 2 people, I think, that I was cool with at one point.
Y'all no longer cool.
No.
Was it
3 people.
So after the fight, is it all right, we cool, like not cool, like it's just, you get pulled apart or whatever, and it's just an established thing, like I'm not calling you no more.
I don't have to make an announcement.
What was the extent of you, let's just give me one example. What was the extent of you guys fighting?
Actually, I got into it with my uncle one time, but he a big ass nigga. He like a big gorilla ape nigga, right? And so that's racist. It's not racist if I say it, but he is. He got big hands, big feet. He just like a big orangutan.
Why the animal comparison? Just say he got big hands.
No, but he looked like an orangutan.
You got a picture of him?
I don't have a picture of him. But anyway,
That's so bad.
we got into it and we cool now, but that was different though.
How? Why is it different? Is it because it's family?
I don't think that he intentionally caused me harm. I think we was just I got frustrated. I wasn't in control. See, the person I am now is not who I
was
used
going to
to
say,
be.
I can't see you getting frustrated.
Oh, no,
I can see you getting frustrated, but not like losing your shit.
I lost my shit.
For what though? What was
He kept just antagonizing me or something. Like, you know how like, and he bigger than me, so I felt like I was being bullied. I don't like bullies, bro. Like I lost my shit.
How old were you?
I don't know. I was in junior high or high school.
I would have loved.
And I lost my shit, and I black out when I lose my shit. So I don't like to do that.
Wait, so was this the last time you lost your shit?
No.
You lost your shit as an adult.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the first.
Last time I lost my shit was in Atlanta, and I went to this weird ass restaurant, and this lady, they kept playing with me my food.
Food, see? Here
What?
we go. Common themes. Keep going.
They just kept playing with me. We was in there. Me and Silas was in there, and I shit you not, it was like 40 minutes before anybody took my drink order, and I was starving like I am now. And then when they brought me the salad, the lady just kind of threw the salad on the table. It was like, yeah, and just walked off. No silverware,
Right.
Nigga, no fork. What am I supposed to do? Yeah. Nigga, when I tell you I got up, this had been after a long string of other shit that they had did wrong at the restaurant. So I got up and I just walked in the kitchen and started getting my own shit. Got me fucked up. So I'm just.
But that's not blacking out. That's not like
No.
firing on somebody. That's not like.
That's me controlled losing my shit.
Okay, I want to go back to you losing your shit. So as in junior high, you lose your shit with your uncle, but I'm just interested as to why you say he wasn't intentionally trying to cause you harm. So that's the reason why you can be cool with him. Mm-hmm. So you're saying somebody intends to cause harm on you. That's when all things are off at that point.
Yeah, because I'm too good with my words. I could talk about anything. So if you ever feel the need to cause me physical harm, we don't need to be in each other's life.
Fair enough.
That don't make sense?
No, it does. I guess I'm just trying to compare who you getting issues with and I'm just trying to just process how you actually cut people off in that sense, in that regards when it comes to physical. Mm-hmm. But that's the thing you say you cut off. I was trying to figure out the original point to this, but we'll just leave that here at this point.
Something I want to talk about is have you been watching the news?
I don't know if that's a loaded question or not.
Okay.
No, I don't like to watch the news.
Why?
I just don't like to be bombarded with like negative shit. I feel like
you the one brought up the Joe Biden shit.
I did. I saw it on the timeline.
So it's not really confirmed. Where'd you see it? What source did you get it from?
Let me see. I think it was. That's bad. I think it was No Jumper, to be honest.
Yeah. So anyway,
talk about it.
What?
Talk about it.
Joe Biden. You said Joe Biden got COVID again, right?
Back to back.
Is that surprising to you?
It's not. I don't know if it's surprising. Well, I mean, it's for a number of things. I don't know how long because he had it. I don't know how long he was in isolation. I think they say he was in isolation for like 3 days negative, and then got it again. So he
COVID don't work like that.
No, listen, he got COVID, and then he tested positive or whatever, and then he tested negative, and after he tested negative, 3 days later, he caught it again. So I think he'd already quarantined for the 14 days or whatever time it was tested negative, and then 3 days later he got it again.
Got you.
According to whatever.
So Joe Biden got COVID again, apparently. That's not a surprise to me. What is a surprise is that Joe Biden is able to survive COVID this many times. Wow. In my opinion. Like, because he's vaxxed, so that's different. Yeah. He's vaccinated. But I'm just saying, like, Joe Biden to me, this is just my own personal opinion. It looks to me like Joe Biden's immune system gave up on him a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? Like, and it's not even like an aging thing. Like, white people in general, white people age like bananas, right? So the way that Joe Biden is just walking around, like, just still doing his thing and fulfilling the duties of the office is crazy. I mean, I thought Kamala would have been in office. Not that Joe Biden would die or nothing like that. I'm talking about like Joe Biden.
She's like, hey, let me just step in.
Yeah, hey, my nigga,
this shit ain't looking
you good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
tap in.
Like, you
tap. Tap. Tag team. Come on.
Like, you know how a black woman to come in and just be like,
I got this.
Just don't. Because
I know we said we did it. We ain't do this. Hey,
I thought she would have been took over, and I just feel like now this is where I'm going with this. I was talking to one of the homies, and I was like, imagine Kamala being Barack's vice president, right? Okay. How do you think shit would be different I'm thinking of Marvel. Kamala Harris was.
I still mess it up each time. So
however you say it,
I'm not judging.
No disrespect. Kamala Harris, if Kamala Harris was Barack Obama's vice president, how do you think shit would be different? Like, Barack was president right now.
Oh, like today?
Today. Okay. And Kamala Harris was his vice president.
In front of the camera or behind the scenes?
Both.
I think behind the scenes, when shit happens, she be like, yo, they got us fucked up out here. Whatever's going on, they really got us fucked up. And then play it off in front of the camera.
Say all of the
whatever,
political shit.
Whatever. Hey, they really got us fucked up. Ready? 3, 2, boom.
I think there will be some interesting policies.
Including what?
Like, so the conversation I was having was about.
Well, let me ask you this too. Is this present day, pandemic, all the shit that's happening?
Right now, today.
Okay.
I think it'd be some interesting policies because, all the shit going on. I want to talk about the gun shit too. I mean, not the gun, the rap lyrics thing that went to Congress. But I think, like, this whole abortion thing would be different. I think, because Joe Biden to me he don't strike me as a strong leader. Right. Not even physically.
Somebody take off on it. It's not.
Physically, I don't got my money on Joe winning nothing. Nigga, a slap arm wrestle contest.
Spelling bee.
Nigga, a speed walk competition. nigga, Joe Biden couldn't win in marbles, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But he'd be lucky to win a game of Mario Kart. But I'm just saying, like, he might need a breathing treatment after the Mario Kart. You know what I'm saying? But I think, like, Barack out here hitting jump shots.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, Barack he a boy out here. So I feel like it'd be different policies, but I think it'd be a different temperament in the country. I think niggas would be on their shit. Like, nigga.
Yeah, you don't want to fuck with them.
And the white people might have a problem with a multicultural White House.
It'll be an issue.
It'll be an issue
for sure.
But I think what will be dope though is to see them standing there like that. Like, people always post a picture of Barack, Michelle, and his daughters, like, oh, this is blah, whatever, goals and stuff, right? But I think to have Barack Obama balancing out all of the bullshit that Kamala Harris came with in office, I think would be a dope message to the country, and I think white people wouldn't be out of pocket like they are now. That's where I'm really going with it. The white people I've been watching on it. You've been seeing all these racist people like say wild stuff, running up on pregnant ladies, like these white people on the internet talking crazy and stuff. I don't think. Notice when Barack was running shit, they was tucked.
I don't know. I think
They was low.
I think it gives them even more reason to want to get out of pocket.
What, to have more
Because
black
like, hey
people?
man, look, we don't want. They probably don't want the country ran in that sense.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is, when Barack was running shit, they was low.
Got you.
Trump brought them out.
True.
He brought them out. Trump was like, hey, I'm your president. We gonna bring back manufacturing. What manufacturing plants you bringing back, fool? Niggas is in Teslas. Fuck is you talking about? Like, ain't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Like, right. Ain't nobody care about no, we bringing back no refineries. And well, what are we refining, bro? We ordering everything off from Jeff. Amazon, Alibaba, nigga from China. Like, so I feel like, I think it would just be a different pride and a different temperament, not even amongst white people, just in the country in general. Like, people will like now, everybody's asking for flex work schedules because of the pandemic, right? Quarantine. Niggas, I know people that are like, oh, I'm not taking this job if we don't have at least 3 days off.
Got you.
Like, I only want to come in Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and I want to be off Monday, Friday type shit, right? But I think when Barack was in office, people had a sense of pride of whatever their job was. I think people had a sense of pride of, oh, we're gonna, make change, or whatever his slogan was, right?
The last of kind of like feeling that political pride, like not political, patriotism. The last of patriotism in the sense.
Something like that. But, and then when Trump got in, it was like, that was crazy. But, and then and something else about Trump, right?
Oh, here you go. Where is this going?
I've been thinking about this.
I've
been thinking about this, right?
You acting like you got FU money right now.
If gas prices keep going the way they going, bro, and Joe ain't going,
what are you saying? What are you saying?
I don't know who I'm voting for.
Oh yeah, you wildin'.
Hey, gas.
You wildin'.
Look, gas is high.
All right.
I had to fill up 3 times, and it was $100 a watt.
So you saying that Trump get back in office, gas prices go down? You
well, because Trump's policy is he won't let the people drill locally. Mm-hmm. That's why gas is so high. Like, if he let people drill locally, then apparently, well, this is allegedly, right? If Trump was like, yeah, let's start drilling in America, and that's why the oil reserves were plentiful and gas went down. Joe Biden is progressive. He's like, no more drilling. Let's stop oil. Let's go solar. Let's do electric, whatever. I feel you, but I started thinking about it, like, really when I went to see my people, and they was like, man, we need gas money. Like, and I was like, really? I mean, I don't need gas money. They need the gas money. It was like, damn, gas is $6, $7 a gallon, right? Okay. The average person, they go to work every day. They don't get the luxury of flex schedules. Oh, I'm work from home today. Right. And so the average person, let's say you live 10 miles from your job, which is low, right? That's 10 miles if your car get 10 miles to the average car get 12 miles to the gallon, that's 12 gallons.
Right, going back and forth.
Like, that's a lot of money every week. That's you filling up 2-3 times a week, and it's hitting you. So I'm just like, maybe we should let niggas drill. Or I don't know what that does. Because it's
open to the idea.
I'm open to the idea because also, you know what oil is, right?
Is that a trick way? I don't know. I don't.
So oil is actually the it's like it's dinosaurs, basically.
That's the news flash to me. See, the thing is, look.
I said that wrong.
Yeah.
Oil is dinosaurs.
All right.
Oil comes from the deterioration of dinosaur fossils and shit.
What's fucked up is that I don't know, so I can't
look it up. Look it up right now.
I don't want to look it up.
I'll show you.
Okay.
Look it up. Say where does oil come from? It's gonna say it come from the earth, but look up the origin of oil. Oil comes from.
I ain't got all the time to keep on looking at that.
I'm just saying.
Go ahead.
So anyway,
come from dinosaurs.
The reason why I was against oil drilling before is because I'm like, oh, oil might be some shit that's fucking with the tectonic plates and causing earthquakes and tsunamis and stuff like that.
I don't think about none of that shit. I'm sorry. Yeah, I don't think about none of that shit that you talking about. I don't think about none of that shit.
Why not?
I just don't.
What do you think about?
Not that.
What do you think about? I want some chicken.
Wow. That's what we doing, huh?
Chicken and bananas.
Nah.
Did you see it? What does it say?
Hydrocarbons that existed eons ago in massive pools deep within the Earth's core. Okay. Slowly, I'm mad because it's literally verbatim some words. It just slowly replenishes oil. So okay. Nothing about it coming from dinosaurs, but eons ago gives me the idea that it's from a long time ago. So yeah.
I said oil is dinosaur. I already know
that motherfucker.
PB gonna chop that shit. He for sure chopping that
so what
shit.
Y'all talking about? What y'all talking about on the podcast? Man, we talking about oils coming from dinosaurs and shit. What? The fuck y'all talking about?
Fuck that. Let me just give it.
I lost his job, start going crazy.
I got time to research.
Clearly.
I got time to think about stuff.
You sit up at night and think about oil coming from dinosaurs.
No, that's not what I think about. Rap lyrics. That's what I wanted to talk about.
Yeah, let's. Nigga, shipped. This shit was going nowhere fast.
No, that's what I thought.
Listening like, what the fuck is going on?
Rap lyrics.
What's homegrown become?
Rap lyrics being used against artists in court.
We were talking about this too the last couple of weeks.
We were talking about it since YSL got indicted.
Yeah, it became a real big thing.
Then they went on the news and said, "Oh yeah, we not done. We rounded up more niggas." I was like, "Well, they just say that."
Lack of better words, that's what they said.
That's what they said. They was like, "Yeah, we gonna go get some more niggas."
The mayor of New York, they asked her, and it's not funny, but just the reaction because it does parallel that. They were just like. It's like, yeah, so do you think there's still, oh yeah, more. There's definitely some more. 2 more at least. In your mind, who do you think they're coming for next?
That's fucked up.
I'm just saying, who do you think, based off of that, she said there's 2 more, and they said Atlanta.
They said Atlanta?
Did they? Well, I don't want to say
yeah,
that.
they said that.
They were in Atlanta.
They were in Atlanta, okay.
They said there's 2 more famous rappers that are going to be taken down. If you had to shoot your shot, who do you think?
I don't know. Well, I know it ain't Jeezy.
Okay.
Because Jeezy be on TikTok dancing in supermarkets.
He don't be on there doing that.
He broke my heart. I saw
lying.
Jeezy was in TikTok.
He's not on TikTok.
He was on TikTok dancing in the supermarket. Just Google Jeezy supermarket.
I heard Mace is on TikTok now.
I don't have a comment on that, man.
Oh, you do have a comment on that. We talked about 5-year form. We talked about how he signed up for 5,000.
Mace DM'd me about that shit too.
About signing 5-year for 5,000?
Yeah. He said that's not true or inaccurate. Let me see what the DM. He might erase it because he be weird. Let me see.
That's hilarious. I gotta watch.
Let me see what Mace. Let me see Mace.
That brings me to a point that I do want to talk about. But we gotta hit the rap lyric shit first.
Okay. Is this Mace? Who the fuck is this?
That's not Mace.
That's not Mace. What's Mace's Instagram?
Mace.
No, it ain't.
RSVP Mace.
Is it?
Check.
That's him? RSVP Mace?
Yeah.
Look. Don't put that bad dope out there. That's very far
we did a clip with 5-year for one.
Yeah.
Saying that he signed up for 5,000.
Talking about 5-year. So we have 5-year for one on the podcast, and 5-year basically said that Mace signed up for $5,000. And
which, you know, what's funny is that it's been news before, so it's kind of recirculating again.
We talked about it, and then they circulated, and Mace DM'd me and said, "Don't put that bad dope out there. That's far from the truth." I invited him on the show to tell his truth, and he didn't say nothing. So it is what it is.
Well, as of right now, I think he's on $1 Million Worth of Game podcast, and I'm sure he's gonna go in extensive detail about that. As of right now, we haven't seen it, so I'm sure you can go there and see exactly what he has to say. What I do want to, were you done about the rap lyrics?
No. I was saying that it's going to Congress, and I just really hope that the white people in power will do the right thing, which they never do. But I feel like if they do the right thing, then rap lyrics should not be used in court, because unless you blatantly I think it's all circumstantial, because I hate when laws are passed and it's a finite decision being made for everybody, just like abortion or just like it's a case by case basis, right. My nigga. Like if you are raped, you shouldn't have to keep the baby, right? Now, if you are a rapper and you say some wild shit in your song, most rap lyrics are fake anyway. I know hella people rapping about Lambos who don't got no Lambo.
It's entertainment.
It's entertainment. So where's the line being drawn as far as what's entertainment and what's not?
But are we expecting them to understand what culture is and what culture isn't? And going
No,
through that?
we shouldn't. That's why it shouldn't be no law passed
Gotcha.
about it, because now they're making a decision. It's a finite law being passed about some shit that you probably don't even understand.
Do you know what the actual law is?
No,
Okay.
and they're not gonna do that with country music. They saying wild shit in country music.
Or heavy metal or anything like that?
Corridos. We talked about corridos before. Like that's all. We murdered your family and fed them to our dogs and all kind of wild shit in that music. You gonna start prosecuting everybody? Like that shit is crazy to me. I just feel like hip hop is being targeted, and it always has been. Probably always will be.
Yeah. I just think that also too, with especially rap, you gotta just be careful too, because if your business isn't right, also if you're clearly doing those things and using rap money to fund that, you gotta be careful. That's where that fine line of shit is.
But I mean, look, how many rap labels?
Hey, you gotta be.
How many niggas you know went to?
I don't know.
No.
I don't know nobody about that.
Listen to the question before you answer it.
I'm just telling you, I don't know.
How many niggas you know went?
Plead the fifth. That's what I know.
How many niggas do you know went to Bank of America and was like, yeah, I need a loan to start my rap label? That never happens. Most of the time, the money is coming from auxiliary sources.
That's crazy. Hey, I'm just saying, be careful. Be very, very careful.
What was you about to say?
I wanted to get back on the Mace thing only because, obviously Beyonce's album just dropped. Kelis is not too happy.
Oh, yeah.
Kelis is not too happy. She's, I guess one of the songs was sampled, one of her old songs sampled, and she's not too happy with Beyonce or Pharrell.
Really not, she not happy with
She's
Pharrell.
pissed at Pharrell.
She not fucking
Beyonce
with
just called her straight.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? She's pissed at Pharrell. Obviously bad business through the first album, but it just brings it back because it's kind of the same thing with the whole Mace shit, right? When you do bad business, right? I don't know what her contract situation was from that first album or if she knew what she was signing or whatever, right? But moving forward, right? Now this is a thing. We've seen artists go through this. We know this is a shady business. We understand read contracts and things of that nature. Whose fault is it now, today, right? For signing these bad deals. If you know this is a shady business, you've seen, like even Kelis, I somewhat give her a pass because that was what, 20 years ago? That's 20 years ago. Wasn't too much, information. And even at that point, there were artists in the 60s that was going through fucked up deals and things of that nature. So she kind of should have been a little more educated in that sense. But putting that all to the side, today, whose fault is it if these deals are being presented and you're not doing your business by checking it?
I mean, it's I don't think it's one size fits all. I think it's flex fit. So on one hand, you got the labels who are trying to fuck you, right? Everybody who wants to get in business for you wants to get in business with you for a reason.
Right.
They feel like they can profit or make or better their situation by getting in business with you. That's why they do it. And their job, let's not make no mistake about it. The labels want to make money.
Of course.
Like these record labels, businesses, entities, all LLCs, whatever, they want to make money. That's their job, right? So if they feel like they can profit off you and your ignorance, they're gonna do it. It's your job, your responsibility to cover your own ass. So I feel like that's one side. The other side of it is, depending on where your circumstances, where you come from, you got people who come from poverty.
Right.
Like, you never know. Like, I remember Vince Staples said the same. He told me that shit one day. He was like, look, Head, like, my mom was going through some shit financially. I took a record deal
just to get
that bag so I could help my mom. So you never really know what somebody's circumstance is.
But you also never really hear, and just speaking of Vince, right? You never really hear him vocally talk about the label.
Right.
He doesn't.
No, he owned it.
He owns it.
Yeah.
Like, and if you go through that, it's like, yeah. In said situation, like even with Fabio shit, he even said, look, I needed that 5,000. The people that was around me was saying, yo, you better sign that, and I took it, right? So it's like, and he's obviously in a better situation. I'm assuming a better situation, but at that moment, he's kind of owning that situation. I think a lot of people keep bringing it back up because it's just a wild headline, but even he's owning that situation. But and we're going with Kelis now, right? Like, and that's the whole situation, so maybe that's not the best example to bring up, but do you think she's right to bring these things up as of right now, knowing that it was a fucked up situation?
Yeah, I mean, she's like, listen, yes, everybody's entitled to express their own truth. I don't necessarily think, I mean, a lot of people, I saw that people was giving her hell in the comments. So they're like, oh, why don't you just go to court, blah, 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 blah. But you never know. Like, in the music industry, there's a lot of ignorance, especially from fans and people who aren't a part of the music industry. So they don't know how this shit works. Kelis doesn't have no say-so over the licensing or lack thereof of her music. If she's not in control or doesn't own the rights to that music. It's no different than you not owning your house. If you pay rent, you don't own the house. The landlord can come tomorrow and be like, hey, you got 30 days to get the fuck out of here. And that's just what it is. That's how this music industry shit works. So I don't necessarily fault people because they're ignorant and they don't know. But at the same time, when people be giving away these, like when people doing their rants or think pieces and shit like that, let's discuss that as well, which Kelis did.
Right.
She said, Kelis kept it a buck.
Yeah.
She was like, look, I don't have no control over that shit. This is Pharrell's fault. He's, whatever, however she feel about Pharrell. But I like that she put that out there because the average person don't know that. And then you get all these fucking keyboard warriors who run and do all they shit and try to get your page taken down and shit. And I think it's just weird and lame. But it is Beyonce. So it's like, that's going to come with the territory.
Do you think, well, and we don't know, see, and that's the thing. A lot of times you really don't know what happened. We don't know. She says nobody reached out to her. I'm going to take her word for it. But do you know, is that really Beyonce's reasoning in doing it? Like, I don't think she
Beyonce probably didn't even know.
Right.
Other than she knows a sample, but Beyonce probably don't know the business of her own. Beyonce is like, she don't like, come on. For instance, I'll give you a perfect example. Perfect example. Somebody questioned the integrity of questioned my and our integrity by asking us about a post that we put up. And I was like, bro, like, we have people who do that. I don't even know. I still meet people who work for us. And I have never met these people in my life. You know what I'm saying? Like, people will run up and like, yo, I work for you and work for Homegrown. I'm like, oh shit, okay.
Social media, whether it be on the site.
Yeah, whether you're a writer or social, whatever. And that's because we trust our team. We got Sparkle, we got Lupe, we got Alex, we got other people who handle all that shit, so we don't have to do that. I don't think Beyonce's in the studio like, yeah, fuck Kelis. Right. You know what I'm saying? That just doesn't make sense to me.
We're going to do this to really fuck her up.
That just doesn't make sense to me. So that's why I feel like Kelis handled it
very professional.
Okay. Yeah. Even though she did it on the internet, she did it okay. She was like, look, it's just not Beyonce. This is not on Beyonce. Right. This is on people who probably don't care about me, don't fuck with me, want to see my demise, whatever the case may be. So, and even that may be incorrect.
Right.
You never know. Like, maybe Pharrell probably is like, man, I don't know what she talking about. Like, we had a writing camp, the producers, like, you know what I mean?
A lot of details that people probably just
and I just cleared it because it's like, all right, cool, I own it, whatever, bye. So you never know the ins and the outs, and you also dealing with people who don't do a lot of public talking. Pharrell, Jay-Z, Beyonce do not do a lot of public speaking. So we probably will never know what the fuck is going on.
If this was you, right, and let's just say you had an acquaintance, Beyonce, Kelis, they're not the best of friends, but according to Kelis, they know each other, right? It's a familiar song, right, according to everybody, right? Did she at least owe her that heads up, like, hey, yo, this is, I think, just want to give you a heads up, this is what's going on?
No.
What if they were friends? What if they're like really close friends?
No.
Why not?
I think people like to feel like they entitled to that, but nobody owe you shit.
But would you do that? Would you give somebody the heads up?
Maybe. Actually, you know what? If I'm being perfectly honest with you, I probably wouldn't even think to give somebody a heads up. Salas would do it, you would do it, or y'all would like mention it to me. But I'm not that.
Hold you accountable. And say,
yeah. Right. Somebody on your team would be like, hey, we should probably do it this way, or you should probably reach out. Because I don't think in sentiment like that. I think in utility. Like, how can we get this done the best way and the most efficient way?
I think in the moment, yes. In the moment, yes. But after it's said and done, oh, this song's going to make the album, I think, depending on your relationship with somebody, I would say you owe them that heads up. Like,
why?
Yo, if it's somebody you're super cool with, right?
Why you?
For example, let's just say in the world of radio, you're gonna do a bit, and you do something that's kind of similar to prank phone calling people. Yo, Big, let's give you the heads up. This is what I got going on. If it's something similar to that scent, right? To that sentiment or whatever, you would shoot him the heads up as him being the OG, the big homie, right? Somebody that puts you in the game, or at least, kind of put their arm around you. You would give them a heads up to be like, hey, look, I got this idea. It's kind of like similar to what, to the phone taps. It's a prank phone call, that a bit that DJ Head's gonna be doing, and you do radio, you're not gonna think to say, "Hey, Big, yo, this is kind of similar to what you're doing. Just give you the heads up. This is what's happening," or would you just let it fly?
It depends on the bit. Like I don't know because this bit is imaginary, so I don't know how.
I would see that, and that's the thing. Even
how similar it is.
I wouldn't even think about none of that shit. If I'm thinking of those two things, radio,
because Ricky Smiley does prank phone calls. Ari Spears does prank.
Very true, but again, it depends on the relationship. That's what I'm saying. It depends on their relationship. If they're not really that cool like that, they're not gonna understand. Maybe no heads up. But if they, I'm bringing the situation up to see if they are cool. If it's like, where's the degree of separation of like, oh, this is when I should give you the heads up. Is it because you're cool or not? Like, where is that? When do you need? When should she give her that heads up?
I mean, I would say if she were to give her a heads up, then it would probably just be like, hey, just so you know, or here's a head, or have her team reach out to her team. But I don't think she owes her that. I don't think Beyonce owes Kelis a heads up.
I'm not saying she is.
She owes a heads up to whoever owns the shit. If you don't, but see, again, that's the way
that's the music industry. I get that.
That's the way my brain works. It works in professionalism, not professional courtesy. Mm-hmm. I do courtesies when I think about it or when somebody reminds me. That's not how my brain is naturally programmed to do courtesy or sentiment. My brain works in just professional. Who owns it? Let's go to the owner. I'm not thinking about, like, because then how far does that go? Like, do I go talk to a nigga who wore his hat backwards? Like, hey, my nigga, look.
Well, no,
I'm about to wear my hat backwards everywhere.
That's different. That's super general.
I know that, but what I'm saying is, where does it start and end?
I think it starts and ends with something that's, if there's similar body of work. We're talking about specifically sampling. So you clearly had to.
So who did you tap in with before you got your hair braided?
I didn't, because that's a generic hairstyle.
Yeah, but it's people that was rocking it before you that you fuck with.
I think that's a bad example.
Why?
Because I don't need approval for a hairstyle.
I don't need approval to put out a song. That's my song.
Yes, you do. You do need approval if you're putting out a song that has samples somebody
else.
Oh,
you saying because it need to be cleared?
Yeah, because it need to be cleared.
Okay. So with that being said, if something needs to be okay, then you need to get it clear with whoever it is that you take an idea from.
Exactly.
So a sampled idea.
Or at least, I'm saying, it's just a common courtesy. Yeah, you're right. Business-wise, of course, you got to do all that, but a common courtesy of, hey, this is a similar idea. Like, what do you think of this? At least like that type of heads up. Because you're right. When it comes to the ownership, whoever owns it has to sign off on it anyway.
So you're saying, like, okay, for instance, like on the podcast, if we started giving out an award for somebody being stupid, I gotta go tell Charlamagne, like, hey, I'm doing this thing. It's kind of like Donkey Today, but it's not that.
I would think you would have that common courtesy to be like, you know what, I think this is kind of similar to what you're doing. What do you think?
And I guess it just depends on me to how close the idea is to whatever they do.
I think it's that, but I think it's also how close you are to that individual as well.
Maybe.
And I think that's where the clear.
But not really though, because if I'm doing something that I feel like it's totally different, I wouldn't even think to check in with the person. If I think in my brain that it's different, it's different, then no, I wouldn't do it.
That makes sense.
But to your point, that's a good observation. But that's just not the way my brain works.
Yeah. I want to see how it plays out. I don't think we're going to get a response from Beyonce. She's probably not even thinking about it.
Of course not. Sense. Beyonce don't respond to that.
What if she does respond, like, look, you got me fucked up.
Oh, I'm waiting for that day when Beyonce get out of pocket.
And she get off her high horse and be like, yo, y'all got me.
I'm waiting for the day when Beyonce get all the way left on somebody. Like, oh yeah, you got me fucked up.
That'll be the day.
Hold on, I want to show you something.
That'll be the day.
Hold up, where is this shit at?
What you looking at?
Where is this shit at? Did you see the picture of Corday? Did you see the video of Corday performing?
I seen a video, but I didn't see what it was, like the context of it.
Look
Look
at Corday, and we'll put the picture up so people can see.
Oh, I didn't see. Now, see, I saw a picture. I didn't see what's going on with it. Is that the shag sideburns?
Bro, Corday got the weird ass.
That's not him, is it?
That's Corday.
No, that's not him. That's not his actual beard. That's like.
No. That's costuming. See, look, he got the little beard going.
Okay.
So anyway, Corday was at Lollapalooza performing, and he had a crazy big beard on, and what it reminded me of was I mean, obviously he's doing it for a reason. But what it reminded me of was when The Weeknd was walking around with his face all bandaged up and shit, and I didn't know what the fuck was going on because Cordae just came out on stage like that. Like, there's no like
heads up, right?
no head. Now that's why I need a heads up. You do some weird shit, I need a heads up.
So he owes you the
hell yeah.
Look, you're gonna see some shit on the internet.
Because I like, bro, not me personally, but I'm just saying like.
But to who?
When you, bro.
Who needs to get that? I'm sure his team knew.
Yes. Shout out to the homie Ace. What I'm saying is, for instance, you Chuck Dizzle, right? You can't just come in here one day to record the podcast and you purple. Like you just got your whole shit, you purple face. Okay. No.
Right. It's like
I need because I'm not gonna act like I don't see that you purple, my nigga.
If I come in here with a mask on, you know what I'm saying?
And that be my whole shit. Like, even the reason I bring it up is because I saw somebody and they were offended when I brought it up to them. Like, hey, you know, what's up? Like,
you good?
And it's like, oh, you're hating because it's
wait. I need context.
Monkeypox and shit's going around.
What?
I'm saying
that's part of the clip. That's a wild take. No, what the hell you?
I'm saying you can't just show up looking crazy and just so like what we finna eat?
What time we start?
No, nigga. What's up with you? You know what I'm saying? Like we not finna act like that ain't.
I don't owe you an explanation.
You don't, but I want one.
Yeah, exactly. There we go. Let's get to it now.
That's my point. Okay. That's why I said there are exceptions to these things, but it only is when you try to act like nothing is going on. Don't do that. Like when The Weeknd would just go places and he would just had that red suit on and his shit all fucked up. Like, bro, like come on. You did that on purpose though. It's not the same as somebody having vitiligo, somebody having a birthmark. It's not a mole. That's not the same. You intentionally fucked your shit up.
So did you text Cordae?
No.
How come you ain't check on him?
I'm gonna see him. I wait till I see that nigga. Cause
you go put a picture up like, what's up with you, man?
Hey, bro, what's going on, my nigga? Matter of fact, let me call.
Has he responded? No, please.
Let me call Cordae.
Please call this nigga and see if he has something to say about that. Has he responded to it in public or on a post or anything?
Nah.
Hey, that'll be hilarious. Because it kind of looked like some old, like, slave master type. There's a picture of, what's it, Samuel L. Jackson? Where he's like, I forgot.
You said Samuel Jackson what?
Samuel L. Jackson is an old picture.
He didn't pick up. So, anyway, my point is, when you see people out in public, right, and they try to act like when, for instance, you go in the Hot Topic. You ever been in the store Hot Topic in the mall?
I ain't been.
Oh, it's a wild place. You go in that motherfucker, and it's you never been in Hot Topic in the mall?
Is that it's not.
I don't know how to describe the store.
Okay. I think is it still existing?
Tiffany, give
right?
me a word to describe Hot Topic.
It's still in existence, right?
It's pop culture.
It's pop culture. No, it's not.
It is.
Nope.
Don't do that.
The store.
It's Hot Topic.
Okay, so look.
Okay.
So
I think I have been in there.
You would know if you've been in that motherfucker.
Because it's like you can see with skaters to it's all over the place.
It's all over. It's a smorgasbord of shit going on in there.
Say that again.
Smorgasbord. So you go in there, and you'll see like the cashier got like.
Sorry.
Oh, okay. The cashier got like three spikes going 12 inches off the top of their head. Just three. All their hair is in 3 spikes going off the top of their shit, right? And you just in there and you trying to check out and not look. And now
it's a thing.
Now it's a thing.
Yeah.
So we just you want me to ignore that you got 3 big ass spikes on top of your head? I want to know what's going on.
But that's Hot Topic though.
But I'm not saying specifically in there, but when people intentionally do stuff to draw attention to themselves and then act like you're weird for giving it attention. I'm the weirdo.
So is that just for physical things? Like anything on the outward appearance? Because a lot of people do that to you when they have conversations with you for the first time.
They do.
And your hot take on relationships, sometimes women.
No, it's conversational.
But your response is like, what? I'm not the only one who think like that. So I'm saying
I hate when you do my voice.
I'm just. Yo, you said
I don't.
West Coast.
Don't do that.
Shit.
I hate when you do my voice. That's not how it sounds.
But that's how people react to you in a similar sense. When I watch people when they have conversations. The people that aren't privy to DJ Head and your everyday conversations, that first time they interact with you, I see it go through their head.
See what?
I see the reaction where they're just like, yo, nobody gonna say, and I ignore it because I'm used to it. I'm like, oh yeah, that's just it. Like, fuck it. But people's first reaction to you is that same way.
Is that true?
Yes.
So, okay.
Everybody's saying yes. Okay, it's the same shit.
So
for you to bring this shit up for somebody, I'm like, oh, this is hilarious.
No. Not because, it's not that I am tripping, but I noticed that I catch myself, like, I know, okay, for instance, I got shit to lose, right? You know, niggas getting canceled and whatnot. So it's like, okay, if I ask you why you got 3 big ass spikes on the top of your head, right? That's going 12 inches in the air. I'm talking about like, I'm out of pocket.
You're not.
I'm not.
You're not out of pocket, no.
But how I ask would be out of pocket, right?
Yes, your delivery is always.
So that's my point, though. So I'm out of pocket. So if I say, hey, bro,
you're out of. Go ahead for saying what? Follow it up, please.
Like, hey, bro, why you got 3 big ass spikes coming 12 inches off the top of your motherfucking head?
See, why did it require all of that other shit?
Why you got 3 big ass spikes on the top of your head?
What's up? What's going on with your hair? Just ask that. Hey, what?
I know what's going on with your hair. I just told the nigga he got 3 big ass spikes.
You don't know what's going on. You don't know the reason. It could be, yo.
It ain't alopecia. Like, that's what I'm saying, bro. That's not a defect. That's not like a real, like a skin rash or like you don't got eczema
to work that day. What if it's a costume? What if it's, hey, we need to attract customers, so we need you to just do some crazy shit so people will just walk in and ask you questions? What if that's the reason?
Didn't tell me that.
All right.
I'm just saying. But anyway, shout out to my little homie Corday. I'm gonna end up seeing him.
And what you gonna say to him?
I'm gonna say, why you got 3 big ass spikes on the top of you?
Yo, I definitely want to see what, I mean, because I'm sure it's a costume or something going on, obviously.
It was definitely for a reason, but I'm just saying. Also, I do want to shout out to, not only want to shout out to Fab Factory Studios
Please.
For blessing us.
Yeah.
Also want to shout out to everybody that's been tapping in on the Twitch stream. I actually found some dope people this last week. Artists, producers that do music, and we've been continuing to do the Twitch stream. And what the funniest thing about doing this, I found, is being in hip hop for so long that when you encounter somebody who does other types of music, it's like, oh, niggas do other shit too.
It's like, oh yeah, there's another world that lives outside of hip hop.
Savage Woods, that's his name. So this dude named Savage Woods. He gets on my live stream, and I hit play on this music, and it was like, remember when we had August 08 on the show?
Yeah.
So go back and watch the episode we had with August 08. It was kind of like that. It was like some techno, like up tempo, like, and he's a nigga, right? Like, you know, he had popcorn ceilings in his house. So I was like, oh
my God.
So I was like, hey, I fuck with this shit, you know what I mean?
For the record, we still got popcorn cylinder at the crib. Mom's head just called you a nigga.
Niggas be having popcorn ceilings. I had popcorn ceilings.
Oh,
anyway.
You moved up, huh? Okay. All right.
What?
Go ahead, continue. Go ahead.
So anyway, yeah, so it was just cool, like, to hear other kind of vibe, other kind of music and stuff. And as he's playing it, I'm like, damn, we kind of missing that. This is where I'm going. We kind of missing that now, like the Black Eyed Peas, the Will.I.Ams, the Pharrells. Like, I don't see a lot of that no more. As far as in the forefront of hip hop.
I think it's maybe not mainstream like that. They're out there. It's just, you know, gotta support.
But I'm saying, why is it not mainstream? Do people not want that? In your opinion?
Probably not. I mean, we might be seeing a resurgence of it. Obviously, with Drake's album becoming more up tempo, with Beyonce kind of doing it in her album. I think that's on the other end. A lot of people making fun of it or saying that they don't like it, but I think that that's where the direction of music may be going. It may be, you know, more accepting of worldly music or things that's kind of outside the box. To your point, I think it just takes more recognition of it. It takes people saying what they think of it, for it to become a thing, so to speak. You know what I'm saying?
I want to hear like a what's the dude name? Something like that. Maybe like not a techno song, but maybe like something that sounds kind of like The Weeknd, but Bruno Mars, produced by Mustard. I think that shit is slap.
I don't know if the thing about me and critiquing music, and I've told you this before, I have to hear it. I'll let you know what I like in that moment. I can't project what I want to hear and how. Just play the shit. I'll let you know if I like it or not. And I'll find something that I like about it, but I don't know if that's gonna be something I'll be bumping in my car or listening to it for recreational.
Maybe Mike Will or something. Like I want
techno with,
but slap though.
So, okay. There are no techno songs that slap in your opinion?
The closest one would, a couple of them. You got
what's for the record? I don't know.
What's the Get Lucky song? Who did the Get Lucky song? Get Lucky. Daft Punk. I think it's Daft Punk. Kanye, Stronger.
Okay.
That shit slap.
Is that?
But that's sampled. That's sampled from Daft Punk.
Okay.
Work it, man. And that shit slap.
Okay.
I want to hear more of that type of shit. Like, I want to hear more like that vibe of songs being in the forefront because people want to be happy now. Like,
I think it's cool. I just think that there just needs to be a balance because then where does that leave the artist that? And we'll kind of end on this note because we can go off on a tangent. But where does that leave the artists that don't like doing that type of music, right? And
no, I'm not saying that it has to be either or. Mm-hmm. I want to just hear more of those people.
Got you.
Like more people making shit that's like Kelis said, like Pharrell's happy. Of course you are. Yo,
he got that.
She got that off.
She got that off. My point is, I think there are people like that. It may not be as mainstream, but I'm sure there's a lot of people that make those type of slaps. And now that you bring it up, I'm sure some people gonna slide in your DMs or hit your Twitch and tell you how I make that kind of music.
Yeah, hit the Twitch stream. Make sure you subscribe. Twitch.tv/DJ HED. Gonna be doing Honest Feedback Wednesdays at 8 p.m. So if you're an artist, you got music, you got some shit, tap in with us. Also, shout out to our team. Shout out to Visuals by PB. You need any cold visuals, anything shot, he got you, but he's expensive.
Yeah, the price done went up for sure. And shouts out to all the homegrown brands out there. If you got a brand out there you want to be supported or spotlighted, send it our way at Homegrown Radio, and we'll get you the information if you want to send us some shit because we are supporting homegrown brands. All right, those on the come up.
Yeah, homegrown brands, and I want to start doing more homegrown hotspot shout outs.
Yeah, since outside is kind of open now.
People back outside.
Yeah, it's a thing now.
So if you got businesses that
we'll pull up.
We will pull up. You got we want to know what are the best spots to eat at.
He wants to know the best spots to eat at.
I do.
Right? That's one factor.
Shoe spots, ladies. Where you get
straight to the food. He's like, look, where the hookups at? Where the food that slap?
Where the fire at? Tacos, burritos, pastas. I need all that.
Either way, we plan on pulling up, doing some more stuff locally. Just holler at us. Stay connected at Homegrown Radio across all the socials. We got more episodes cranking out, more people we're going to be talking to. We just appreciate the support. And we got more fire conversations happening soon, all right?
Yeah, interviews starting.
Don't even say that. Just
starting.
They coming
soon.
Yeah.
So we got those on the way as well.
All right. We're out of here. Homegrown Radio, Chuck Dizzle DJ HED. Catch y'all next time.